Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Who has Rhona Goskirk been married to on Emmerdale? Characters awkward Christmas with three husbands. Emmerdale's Rhona Goskirk faced an awkward Christmas day as she was faced with three of her husbands. The popular village vet found herself facing the festive day with two ex-husbands, Gus Malcolms and Paddy Kirk, as well as her current husband, Marlon Dingle, as the family adapted to the latest baby bombshell. Soap watchers will recall that Gus showed up in the village earlier this year, asking ex-Rhona for her help. He revealed to her that he was in a new relationship and wanted to have kids with his new partner, Lucy, but they weren't able to. Gus said he had kept the embryos they had frozen while together and wanted to use them but needed her permission, as she was the other parent of the embryo. Rhona was left floored as she believed the embryos had been destroyed and after meeting Lucy, contemplated letting them use the embryos before changing her mind. However, things took a dramatic turn last month when Rhona discovered that Lucy was heavily pregnant and Gus had used their embryos without Rhona's consent, even stealing the latter's passport to forge documents and fake her consent. Things took another devastating turn when Rhona confronted the pair with Lucy going into labor early. Later, in the hospital, it was revealed that Lucy had died while giving birth due to complications and the baby girl, Ivy, was in intensive care. Only recently, Rhona's mother Mary Goskirk grew increasingly concerned as it was clear Gus was reaching his absolute breaking point as a single grieving dad with baby Ivy. Later, Rhona and Marlon were left stunned to find their new house guests Gus and Ivy with the duo also there for Christmas Day. During the festive episode, Marlon was left annoyed when Gus insisted on helping with the cooking and things only got more awkward when Marlon's best friend, Paddy, showed up. Paddy joked to Rhona, "Must be weird for you this, 3 different husbands all in one room?" Marlon then reached his breaking point with Gus as he stormed off. Later in the episode, Paddy reminded Marlon that Gus is grieving and together they helped to save Christmas. Gus was left touched over Marlon's dinner for Christmas as the family raised an emotional toast together. However, with Paddy pointing out Rhona's husbands, we take a look back at the village vet's marriages over the years. Rhona's ex-husband, Gus, was only recently introduced to the ITV soap, but it was revealed that Rhona had been married to him before moving to the village back in 2001. Gus is Rhona's first husband and the two's marriage ended in a bitter divorce. Rhona then pursued a relationship with Marlon but later decided to leave him for Paddy. However, in a twist, Rhona discovered she was pregnant with Marlon's baby. In 2011, Leo was born and Rhona, Marlon and Paddy decided to bring up the baby together. The village vet and Paddy then married in 2012, making Paddy Rhona's second husband. However, after a tumultuous time in their relationship, the duo split for good in 2016 after Paddy's affair with Tess Harris was exposed, who was Leo's teaching assistant. Tess tragically died in 2016 and Rhona then found herself growing close to Tess' husband, Pierce Harris. The two decided to embark in a relationship but Pierce started exhibiting possessive and worrying behavior. The two got engaged in 2017 and married later that year. However, in harrowing scenes, Pierce raped Rhona on their wedding day. Rhona bravely reported Pierce to the police and he was later found guilty, where he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. However, Pierce made an explosive return back in 2020, where he was released from prison on parole. Pierce murdered Rhona's then-partner Graham Foster and started stalking his ex. Rhona was able to set up Pierce by recording his confession and the police were called. Later that year, Pierce was sentenced to life in prison and he died in 2022 while behind bars. After the ordeal, Rhona rekindled with ex Marlon and the two decided to marry in 2022, making Marlon Rhona's 4th husband. They are still married to this day and live together with son Leo, Marlon's daughter April and Rhona's mother Mary.